Jai Hind and a very good afternoon to our guest speaker, Ms. Hema Shri Alase, our guest, Mr. Mohammad Ansari, our Dean, Dr. Poonam Nikam, all faculty members and the students of IIEBM. I, Pratna Taneja, MC for today's session, accord you a warm and a cordial welcome for today's guest lecture. Now, I take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Mohammad Ansar, Senior Manager, Collaboration at Empower. Now, I would like to welcome our guest, Ms. Hema Shri Alase. Ma'am, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Hema Shri Alase is a mental health professional specialized in clinical psychology. She has extensively worked with a diverse population, helping adults and youth struggling with range of psychological concern and support them with individual therapy and insight-oriented sessions. Presently, she is working with Empower and has conducted 300 plus workshops and trainings using interactive and reflective methodologies and towards achieving insights and impact. For today, her topic of the session is taking charge of your mental health. Now, without any further delay, I request Ms. Hema Shri to address the young minds present over here. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello everyone. How are you all feeling today? Sure, great. Yes, can we try to name a feeling? Just few responses. Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling content? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling stressed, exhausted? What is it? Feeling excited. Okay. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, great. So our today's session is about mental health. So we'll try to keep it interactive, but of course a concise one because we only have 1 hour to speak about it. Yeah? Perfect. So all of you are management study students, right? Yes. So when I say mental health, what are the 2-3 things that come to your mind? A quick 2-3 responses. Hi, yes? State of your mind. Okay, what else? Okay, did anyone thought about stress? Did anyone thought about depression? Did we? Many of us, right? So that's exactly the issue. When we speak about physical health, we don't talk about malaria, dengue, fever, right? We speak about health, nutrition, fitness, correct? Yeah, that's exactly the issue with mental health. When we speak about it, we speak about illness aspect of it and not the wellness aspect of it. So today we'll now be focusing on wellness aspect, basically understanding what mental health exactly is. So our mental health thing has 3 components, that is our behavior, our thoughts and our emotions, right? Our emotions and our thoughts, they are not really visible, are they? No. So the visible thing in our mental health is behavior. So let us see a few pointers. What do you exactly mean by mental health? How will you recognize a mentally healthy person? So these are the 4 pointers here. Who can recognize their abilities, who are able to cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively and fruitfully, and contribute to their communities. So when I actually say recognize their abilities, it means all of you are students, and whenever all the assignments are given to you, you think about it, right? All the ways that you can, make it creative, make it beautiful, get more marks for it. Yeah? Yes. And if you realize the topic is little bit difficult, what do? We ask for help, right? That is when I say recognizing our capabilities. There are so many things that we aim at. No, I want to become this, I want to become that. No, and then we make a plan for it. This is what I mean by recognizing our abilities. The next part is dealing with day-to-day life stressors. All of us have so many stressors in our lives, in everyday thing, right? We may forget something, or we may come across something that is very difficult to handle with. We may have a fight with our best friend, or may get a scolding from some of the teachers, seniors, right? But we don't stop there. we deal with it, and we move on. So this ability also is a good sign that you are mentally healthy. The third thing, work productively. If you see you feel distressed or you're exhausted, that definitely impacts your work, right? You're not able to concentrate well, then you might miss your deadlines, or the work that you're doing may not be as good as you would have done when you're okay or excited or in a good state. Yeah. And the last part, contributing to our communities. Contributing to our communities need not always be the monetary contribution. It may be about helping a friend, helping someone that is walking by us, a trespasser maybe. Oh, sorry, trespasser is a wrong word. A person passing by us. Yeah? So here, are we clear with this? When I say our mental health is about our emotions and thoughts, there are so many situations where these emotions change, right? So mental health is not a fixed state, nor our health is. So it is on a continuum. It is on a continuum. Here it is. From health to illness. Wellness to illness. So first is healthy, second is affected and disturbed, third is injured, and fourth is ill. So all of us cannot stay in this healthy state forever. Can we? No. Our emotions will change. Our responses to situations will change accordingly, right? So whenever we are in healthy state, we feel energetic, we feel excited, our creativity is at peak, we get more ideas and everything. But when situations are a little difficult, we get disturbed by it. We may get irritable, then we may feel forgetful, we may feel worried. And when this disturbed state lasts for a longer time, maybe for 10-15 days, we may go to injured stage. We may transition into injured stage, where we are more angry, we get easily panicked, we get startled with things, we forget about many things. Yeah? So injured state is a little bit severe state than disturbed state. But let me tell you, we always have a chance to come back to healthy state. Yeah? And what about illness state? Wherein we get more aggressive, almost anxious, withdrawn from the social life, not talking to anyone. Is there any chance of returning back to the healthy state? Right? In terms of mental health, I'm speaking. Sure? Right. So thank you so much that you already know it. Anyone who has mental illnesses or mental health concerns for that matter does have a chance to come back to this healthy state, like our physical health. How much ever fit the person is, he might get fever, he might get dengue, right? But after a treatment, he can come back to the normal workforce, to his normal life. So this is how our mental health thing works. It is never a fixed state. It is always there on a continuum. It's a range of behaviors. I hope it is clear till this. Any doubts about it? Yeah. So when I say mental illnesses, it shows differences in these three things: our behavior, our thoughts, and our emotions. So for example, if we come across any situation that is very difficult, or say it's your final exams, how does your behavior changes? You stop partying, you start studying, right? You get more focused onto your assignments, onto revising the things that you have learned all these months, right? So that is how our behavior changes. What are the changes that are happening in your emotions? Stress and thoughts. Is there any change in the pattern of our thoughts? So there might be this change. We may start thinking negatively. No, जितना मैंने प्रिपेयर किया है शायद मुझे आएगा कि नहीं, जो मैं कर रही हूँ वही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे क्या? Am I doing it the right way? I can see my roommate studying for 7-8 hours. I cannot even sit for 2 hours. What is happening with me? What is wrong with me? Right? That is basically the change in our thought process. in our emotional states, and both of these things that control our behavior shows differences in our behavior. अगर हम ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस्ड हैं, बहुत बार हम लोग फॉरगेटफुल होते हैं. आप अगर एग्ज़ाम हॉल में भी आ रहे हो, आप कहीं पे ट्रिप हो जाते हो, बेंच से टकराते हो. डज दैट हैपन टू एनीवन हियर? Exactly. So this is where I'm talking about distress. And again, your emotions and thoughts may not be visible, but your behavior and the distress you're feeling is always visible. Clear? So what it is that impacts our mental health? What do you think? What are the factors? Yeah? Exactly. Comparison. What else? Yeah? Overthinking. Okay. Yeah? Situations. What kind of situations? Can you please elaborate more?
Actually, ma'am, there are certain situations that we feel kind of negative.
Hmm.
That situation can lead to disturbed mental health.
Okay. Yeah. And there's someone behind you here? Yes? Anxiety. Okay, let's look at the factors that affect our mental health. So, first part is about our personal life. That is our family and sibling relationships. Everyone here has a family, right? And there are n number of things that are happening at the back. पेरेंट्स का स्ट्रेस है, मे बी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशंस का स्ट्रेस है, मम्मी ने सुबह डांटा है, पापा ने डांटा है, राइट? दीज थिंग्स आर देयर. देन रोमांटिक रिलेशनशिप्स, ऑल ऑफ अस आर अडल्ट्स. We are in a process of finding our partners, or few of us have already found it and are trying to like juggle with them. Like, I also have to give time to my partner and also have to give time to my studies, my other commitments, work commitments. So that is also a stressor. Another part is negative life events. So maybe a fight with parents or a loss of loved one. These are the negative life events. Or any setback, may it be financial, may it be relationship related setback, that also affects our mental health. Illnesses. Do our illnesses affect our mental health? How? We get exhausted easily. Okay, so when I speak about illnesses, I want to tell you that our physical health and our mental health are are dependent of each other. Yeah? How? Whenever we get fever or we have a headache, do we feel irritable? Do we feel down? Right? So that is the impact of your physical concerns on your mental health issues. Yeah, mental health. And whenever we are stressed, many of us feel headache, pain in this neck and shoulder area, lower back pains. Does that happen? So our mental health and physical health are interdependent. Both of them affect each other. So illnesses definitely affect our mental health. And the last few parts are personality. When I say personality, I don't want to say about how my physical appearance is. It is about how I think, how I deal with the situation, what are my behavioral patterns, how do I react to situations. All these things also contribute to your mental health issues and concerns. Then your fears and personal goals. So when I say personal goals, many of the times we decide something for ourselves and we are working towards it, but some or the other thing happens, कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है, and there are ऐसी चीज़ें हो जाती है कि शायद हम वो गोल तक अभी नहीं पहुंच सकते. See, अगर मुझे गाड़ी खरीदनी है, I've made my savings, सब कुछ there is in place, बट मेरे फैमिली मेम्बर में से कोई बीमार पड़ जाता है या मैं खुद बीमार पड़ जाती हूँ, वो सारे के सारे सेविंग्स आई हैव टू यूज़ देयर. क्या हो गया मेरी पर्सनल गोल का? इट शैटर्ड. या दैट ऑल्सो मेक्स यू फील वेरी बैड. You might get sad about it, you get frustrated about it, you get angry about it. So these are the personal life events that affect your mental health. And now there are professional events. So the first and most important is performance pressure. How many of you feel this pressure? Yeah, almost 75-80% of us. Why do we feel this pressure? Why do you think? Comparison? Fear of judgment? Okay? Yeah? Yes? Sorry? Competition, right. So competition may also make us feel worried or stressed, right? Then there are long studying hours. Many people complain about it. बस पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं हम लोग, बाकी कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं. When we are using social media, हम लोग देखते हैं लोगों को long breaks पे जाते हुए, friends के साथ vacation पे जाते हुए. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यार? Does that happen to you guys? Yeah. So longer study hours. Then comparison, as you already said. Failures. Has anyone here experienced any failure? Any kind of academic failure? Many of us. Basically, these failures range from getting low marks to getting failed at an exam. Right? So anything that is below our expectation is a failure for us. So this failure thing is very subjective and different for everyone else. Then unfulfilled expectation, stagnation. So many of us feel stagnant. I am doing the same thing from months and there is nothing creative, nothing new is happening. At times we also feel that there is no chance to learn anything new. So that is a stagnancy phase, wherein we feel bored, and that boredom may also lead to mental health concerns. Then overuse of digital devices. What do you think about it? Okay. So in this era, specifically after lockdown, each one of us is overusing digital devices because our life is dependent on it. May it be from digital payments, may it be, I got to know from ma'am that you guys use laptops every day. You guys don't carry pen and paper. So exactly your screen time is increasing. Is it? So how, sorry? Is there anything I said wrong? Yeah. You can always question me, ask me doubts. Yeah. If anything I'm saying is not working for you, you can always tell me. Yeah. Yes. So I was talking about overuse of digital devices. How does that adds up to our mental health concerns? First of all, many of us feel brain fog. Brain एकदम heavy हो चुका है, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है. Does that happen to you at the end of the day? हम में से बहुत सारे लोग सोशल मीडिया स्क्रॉल करते रहते हैं एट नाइट, सोने से पहले बेड पे लेटे होते हैं, फ़ोन हाथ में होता है, वी आर स्क्रॉलिंग इंस्टाग्राम. जैसे ही वी सी इट्स टाइम टू स्लीप, वही फ़ोन सिर के साइड में रख देते हैं. एंड देन वी फील कि आवर आईज हैव एग्जॉस्टेड, नींद नहीं आ रही है अच्छे से. सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वन थिंग. अनदर थिंग, सोशल मीडिया लीड्स टू कंपैरिजन. या दैट इज़ वन थिंग. Cyberbullying, social media bullying, that also can happen. So any kind of overuse is adding up to our mental health concerns. So these are the few factors. And when I speak about you guys, there are these two important factors. Yeah. So first thing is your college and hostel life, right? All of you here are hostelites? Yes, sir. Okay. So your hostel life and college life and your future that you will now be transitioning to workforce. How does that make you feel? Many of may say excited, but are we really? Okay, so there's a quick activity we are going to do here. I want all of you to list down what are the challenges in your current life, that is your college and hostel life, and in your work life. Okay? For work life, you will have to imagine and write it down, so that we'll get at least a basic idea what we are going to face in our work life. So we actually have two groups here, right? One group here and one group there. So this group may list down the challenges from our college and hostel life, and this group may work on work-life challenges. Done? How many could you list down? Maybe 7, 8, 5? At least 5? Okay. So, who would like to volunteer and tell me what you have written? Because that is the major focus of today's workshop. That your college and hostel life challenges and the challenges that you will be facing in your work life. Yeah? Sure, please. Mhm.
Not giving time to our loved ones,
Okay.
no time for ourselves even.
Mm-hmm.
Then next I think
Frustration,
workload frustration,
workload frustration, right?
deadlines.
Deadlines. Do you still have deadlines here at college? That's kind of a similar stressor. College में भी रहने वाला है, office में भी रहने वाला है. What do you feel? Okay. Yeah. What else?
Not some problems need a time to cover up them. We won't get that time.
Okay.
Think about a particular thing that we have to do that can't be possible. Achieving those is another state then.
Oh, that's right. So basically, few things at work we don't get proper timeline for that. We need to rush things very quickly. So yeah, that's right. What else in work life? Sorry, salary concerns definitely a stressor. Adapting to the work culture, right? Nepotism, amazing. Oh, boss, right. We'll talk about that. Coordination with workers, right. So, deduction in sleep hours, okay. We'll now shift our focus to this thing, our college and hostel life challenges. So, yeah, who would like to volunteer from this side? Yeah?
Jain ma'am,
Jain.
Nirupam Sharma this side. So, challenges faces in college life and hostel life is time management.
Time
First
management.
yes.
Yes.
Second is food,
Food, amazing.
sleep,
Sleep,
because of work and project assignment pressure. So we didn't sleep.
right.
And adaptable with room partners and
Yeah,
friends.
getting
and all.
adapted to your room partners,
Yes.
adjusting with them.
Yeah.
Some privacy concerns?
There are
Yeah, of
lots
course, we don't get time to speak with our family, right? There
Yes,
are
ma'am.
some things that we need to speak, privately and not in front of everyone else. Plus,
Yes,
our
ma'am.
clothes are used by our roommates. Our plates are used by them.
Yes,
Our
ma'am.
notebooks, pens, everything we have to share. That's also a privacy concern, right?
Yeah, and multitasking pressure also. So
Multitasking. Okay.
Thank you. So
Is
much.
that it? Anyone would like to add it to anything? Huh? Peace. Okay, so you're not getting peace. All right. Okay. So, yeah? Pair recognition. So, peer recognition is actually very important stressor, because if you're not getting fit into any group, that may stress you a lot. Yeah. So let us talk about your college and hostel related challenges first, and then go to workforce thing. So as you guys said, when you are living in hostel, you are on your own. So time management becomes a task, right? Even though you have proper schedule at place, but there are so many things you have to juggle. So basically time management is more about prioritizing things now here in hostel, right? Of course, nutritional challenges are going to be there, because the food everyone eats at their home is different. The taste is different. Yeah. So definitely nutritional challenges are going to be there. What else did you say? Like privacy concerns we already discussed. Peer recognition, peer group. How do we fit in peer groups, right? Do you think is that a challenge, or that's just a hyped up thing? Is it a hyped up thing? It is? How many of you feel that peer recognition and fitting in your groups is a hyped up thing? It's not a real challenge. It is a real challenge, okay? Why I'll tell you, we do many things in order to fit in our peer groups. It starts from the mobiles we have, the company, mobile का कौन सा company है, कौन सा brand है, about the clothing, किस तरीके के कपड़े हम लोग पहन रहे हैं. मे बी घर पे हम लोग क्लोथिंग हमारा डिफरेंट है. जब हम हमारे नेटिव प्लेसेस पे जाते हैं हम लोग यूजुअली शायद कुर्तीज़ पहनेंगे, लेगिंग्स पहनेंगे, बट हियर इफ़ यू सी हमेशा ट्राउजर्स में रहेंगे. या वाई डू वी डू दीज थिंग्स? टू फिट इन आवर peer groups. Then there are n number of web series we talk about. BTS Army here. मुझे अगर फ्रेंड्स के साथ बात करनी है, कम्युनिकेशन बढ़ाना है, तो डेफिनेटली आई नीड टू नो अबाउट दीज थिंग्स, और आई शुड एटलीस्ट हैव अ कर्टसी टू आस्क कि ये एग्जैक्टली है क्या. करेक्ट? सो यस, फिटिंग इन अ peer group is still a stressor. Then there are academic challenges as well. Are there any? Because not everyone is perfect with all our subjects. So academic challenges will be there. So you'll have to prioritize that also. Then sleep issues are there. Not getting enough sleep. That will also be there. And now let's move on to work-life challenges. So many of the things that we mentioned here were kind of similar. है ना? Sleep issues you mentioned, then adapting to workforce that you mentioned, so adapting to your peers as well. Again, that was something different. Deadlines were there. So these are the similar challenges. But let us see what different are we going to face in workforce. First of all, there is something that is called practice shock. Whatever we learn here, we'll have to apply it in real life settings, right? And when we say that we have to apply it in real life settings, it needs to be customized. It cannot be a guide solution. Yeah? कि अगर मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम आता है, मे इट बी फाइनेंस रिलेटेड, HR रिलेटेड, कुछ भी है, ये अगर मुझे प्रॉब्लम आता है उसका कोई गाइड बुक नहीं रहने वाला कि मैंने वो खोला, उसमें देखा क्या प्रॉब्लम है एंड अप्लाइड, मैं वहाँ पे गई, बात की और प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गया. विल हैव टू कस्टमाइज, क्योंकि मार्केट सिचुएशंस चेंज हो रहे हैं. हमारे सामने जो हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स रहेंगे उनके व्यू पॉइंट्स भी हमें देखने होंगे. दैट इज़ वन थिंग, दैट इज़ अ प्रैक्टिस शॉक, कि शायद ये चीज़ें मुझे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सिखाई गई थी लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़े अलग तरीके से एप्लीकेबल होती है. करेक्ट? देन देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड कम्युनिकेशन थिंग. द वे यू कम्युनिकेट विथ योर प्रोफेसर्स or your fellow students or your seniors or your juniors is not the way you communicate with your employees, fellow employees, your fellow seniors, yeah, no, your juniors. So that is also going to be there. So this practice shock, applicability of your knowledge, that is also going to be a concern when you say adapting to workforce, right? Then deadlines, definitely yes. यहाँ पे you might get 1 month deadline, 1 week deadline for your projects, but that may not be the case in your company. Your client may want that certain project to get completed in 2 weeks when it actually requires 2 months to get completed. Yeah? Then resources issues, you might have less resources than required. So that is also issue. Another thing, salary issues that you mentioned, that is also going to be there, because right now, every mistake that comes down to cutting your marks or getting maybe warning, right? But if you shift to workforce, everything will come down to your social status as a boss and your salary and the memos you get. Yeah? So that is also a challenge. Then one more challenge is there that we actually have a support here. We can always go back to our faculty. Can we? We can always seek help from our seniors. But when we are there in workforce, there are certain confidential things. There are certain things we cannot discuss with our seniors, right? So many people feel lonely and not supported at workplace. What do I do about it? So that is the main question. Correct? Another thing is about your feedbacks. Do you guys get feedbacks from your professors? Yes. So our colleges provide timely and accurate feedbacks. But that may not be the case at your company. आपको तभी पता चलेगा जब yearly monthly review meeting होगी. Otherwise you are navigating things on your own. How do you feel about it? Confident or kind of anxious? Exactly. So these are the challenges in your work life. Right? Anything that I'm missing? No? Shall we go ahead? Yeah. So link between stress and mental health. So all these challenges, when we talk about it, these challenges are definitely not going to cause you a mental illness, but this will cause you a stress, right? And when this thing will cause you stress, and if it stays unmanaged, not addressed, it may lead to mental health concern or mental illness, like depression, anxiety. Make sense? Yeah. So which are the common mental health concerns that we see in youth or in general in workforce? So there are 5 of them mentioned. First is depression. Have you all heard of it? What do you think? What is depression? Constant state of sadness and irritability which you cannot get out of it. Yeah? Anxiety disorder. Your anxiety is always at high. You're always high at anxiety. You feel anxious about chotu things, which are not even concern for others. That is also an issue, and which doesn't go away. So if you see normal anxiety, it goes away after exam. But when I speak about anxiety disorder, it doesn't go away that easily. Then substance use. Many people, to get rid of these issues, these frustrations, may turn to substance use. What is substance use? Nasha karna, not medicines. Any kind of nasha. आप smoke भी कर रहे हो, आप दारू भी पी रहे हो, आप drugs कर रहे हो, whatever it is, you are even misusing medicines. जैसे कफ सिरप का addiction होता है, sleeping pills का addiction होता है. So all these things are listed under substance use disorders. And very important, suicide and self-harm. Suicide, you all know about it. Do you know about self-harm? Many people you must have seen with cuts on their this part, forearm part, right? That is what we call self-harm. People do this to deal with their emotional distress because the focus of pain is shifted from mental pain, emotional pain to physical pain, which is more bearable. Yeah? So these are the common mental health concerns are faced by youth who are shifting from college to workforce. So what are the common observable signs that we are going from injured, disturbed state to illness? So first is unable to reach on time. Many of us who are anxious, who are almost frustrated about things, may get up late in the morning, take a lot of time to get ready, and बहुत भागते 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 पहुंचेंगे. That is one thing. Frequent absenteeism, रोज नहीं आ रहे क्लास में. उसके बाद जो भी आप काम सबमिट कर रहे हो, भागा दौड़ी में कर रहे हो, and that is unpolished work. That is not what exactly you would do जब आप ठीक रहते. Yeah? Missing deadlines, frequently getting into conflicts at home and work. In your case at hostel or with your peers. छोटी छोटी चीज़ों से इरिटेट हो रहे हो, झगड़े हो रहे हैं, जहाँ पे रिएक्ट भी नहीं करना चाहते हो, रिएक्ट कर रहे हो, या फिर ज़्यादा इंटेंसिटी में रिएक्ट कर रहे हो. कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं हो रहा है काम पे. Increased smoking break. This also happens. When I say about substance use, ये भी दिखता है कि substance use में increase हुआ है. Not joining during lunch or breaks. Many people, when they are frustrated, they choose to stay alone. They don't want someone to see them suffering or someone to notice that something is happening to them. So they may not come for lunch with you. They'll choose to stay in their room only. May not join you after college breaks also. Yeah? Poor self-care. So when I say self-care, it's about how you get dressed up, how you bathe on time in the morning, right? How you comb your hair. So everything that comes in self-care, your eating patterns, your sleeping patterns, you'll see changes in that. Always looking at why it won't work. Whenever we all are frustrated, हमारा फोकस हमेशा क्या रहता है? How do I make it work? What do I do for it? And many of the times you may hear people saying, इतना कर रहा हूँ फिर भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, फिर भी it's not helping. That is again a sign that you need to be alarmed about your mental health. Weight gain, weight loss, हमेशा ड्राउजी रहना, नींद नहीं हो रही है तो ऑफ कोर्स आप ड्राउजी रहोगे. ये होगा, बहुत सारे लोगों का देख रही हूँ मैं. या क्राइंग स्पेल्स, जब आप कॉलेज से वापस आते हो या कुछ हो जाता है कॉलेज में भी, एनी डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन दैट यू फेस, अचानक से रोना आ जाता है. ऑफ कोर्स एज एन अडल्ट हम लोगों को हमेशा बताया गया है कि अभी बच्चे जैसे रोना नहीं है, करेक्ट? बट व्हेन दीज सिचुएशंस कम, हम लोग फूट फूट के रोते हैं. दिस ऑल्सो हैपन्स एंड एट टाइम्स वी डोंट इवन नो वाई वी आर क्राइंग. So these are also the signs that you need to be concerned about your mental health. But ये चीज़ें एक या दो बार दिखने से नहीं होगा. ये कितनी बार हो रही है, इसकी इंटेंसिटी क्या है, and how it is impacting your daily life, that matters. एक दिन अगर आप स्ट्रेस में रोए हो, स्ट्रेस में टाइम पे नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हो, एक दिन बहुत भागा दौड़ी में नहीं नहा पाए हो, that is not a sign of poor mental health. If it is happening for more than 3 weeks, then it should alarm. Yeah? Then it should ring alarm कि कुछ तो शायद मुझे किसी से बात करने की ज़रूरत है या हेल्प लेने की ज़रूरत है. So what are the barriers to seeking help? When I say कि हमें बात करने की ज़रूरत है, हेल्प लेने की ज़रूरत है, there are these barriers. Judgment का डर. If I tell this to someone, what may people think of me? They'll make fun of me. They might discriminate me. बोलेंगे कि इसको छोटी छोटी चीज़ों से टेंशन आता है, इसको नहीं इंक्लूड करते अपने ग्रुप में. Happens? या फिर छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में ये रोती है, ये रोता है, इसका हमेशा कंप्लेनिंग रहता है, इसको नहीं लेते अपने ग्रुप में. करेक्ट? सो ये एक फियर ऑफ जजमेंट रहता है. Another thing is many people say कि ये भी दिन चले जाएंगे. Do you know इसका एक्सपायरी डेट ये दिनों का? मेडिसिन का सबको पता है. बाकी इन दिनों का, you just wait for it to pass. Yeah? But when you wait for it, आपके concerns और ज़्यादा बढ़ते हैं, है ना? If you're feeling all these observable signs that we discussed for a week, you may choose to wait. एक और हफ्ता देखता हूँ क्या होता है. But if it is going beyond that, 3 weeks हुए हैं, almost a month हुआ है, I'm not able to concentrate, मेरा काम ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है, I'm missing my deadlines, I'm missing college, मैं अकेला अकेला रह रहा हूँ, then there is something कि हमें कुछ करना चाहिए, जाके help लेना चाहिए. There is important thing that lack of resources. Many people don't know where they can meet psychologists, psychiatrists, or even what psychologists and psychiatrists are. है ना? हम लोग फिजिकल हेल्थ के बारे में, फिजिकल फर्स्ट एड के बारे में बहुत अवेयर है. किसी को एक्सीडेंट भी हो जाता है, वी आर कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ कि वहाँ पे पट्टी कर देंगे, हॉस्पिटल तक पहुँचा देंगे, राइट? बट व्हाट डू यू डू विथ अ पर्सन हु इज इमोशनली क्रैश्ड? No idea, right? Exactly. So that is one, lack of resources. So here I want to tell you, there are 2 mental health professionals, psychologists and psychiatrists that are available. But there is also issue with that, क्योंकि हमारे पास resources ही कम है. ये psychologist और psychiatrist इतने frequently मिलते नहीं है देखने के लिए. जैसे नुक्कड़ नुक्कड़ पे मुझे dental clinics भी मिलते हैं, psychologist के clinics क्यों नहीं मिलते? If I tell you the numbers, you'll be shocked. 3 लाख लोगों के पीछे एक साइकियाट्रिस्ट है. Recent numbers, 3 लाख लोग एक साइकियाट्रिस्ट. And if you see these numbers for psychologists, it is 12 lakh per psychologists. Yeah? इतना अगर हमें वर्कलोड है, it will also add up to our mental health concerns. And my colleague has to see 12 lakh one because that's me. Even I'll need help, right? अगर इतने 12 लाख लोगों का mental health में अपने हाथ में ले लूँ तो of course I'm not immune to it, right? So these are the issues. Of course there are many stigmas related to it कि एक बार किसी को mental health concerns हो जाए, कभी ठीक नहीं हो सकता, workforce में वापस नहीं आ सकता, वो कुछ कर नहीं सकता, उसका intelligence कम हो गया, या फिर जो लोग कम इंटेलिजेंट होते हैं या उनको IQ इश्यूज होते हैं, उनको ही मेंटल हेल्थ कंसर्न्स होते हैं. अगेन हमारे जैसे प्रोफेशनल्स को पागलों के डॉक्टर बुलाना, दैट इज ऑल्सो थिंग. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स एड अप टू लैक ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, क्योंकि कोई बनना भी नहीं चाहता है. या यहाँ तक क्लियर? सो व्हाट आर द ट्रीटमेंट मेथड्स? हम लोग ट्रीटमेंट कैसे करते हैं? जैसे I told you, there are 2 types of mental health professionals, major mental health professionals, that is psychologist and psychiatrist. So here the medicine part, psychiatrists looked after that. Psychiatrists are doctors, like proper doctors with MBBS and specialization, MD or DPM degree in psychiatry. Okay? Only those people can give you medicines on mental health issues, mental illnesses. Otherwise, no one can. When I talk about psychotherapy, counseling, we psychologists do it, right? So our qualifications are MA, MSc, MPhil, maybe PhD. ठीक है? So psychologists do therapy and psychiatrists give you medicines. That's a clear differentiation in it. So when I talk about therapy, there are types of therapy. हर बार बात करने से एक ही तरीके से हम लोग सबसे बात नहीं करते हैं. Many of us also have this thing in mind कि बात करने से कैसे सॉल्व होगा. हम लोग बात तो दोस्त से भी करते हैं, साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास आने की क्या जरूरत है, राइट? सुना है? There is a big difference. Psychologists keep things confidential first. Your friend might go to other friend and say, ए किसी को मत बता, बट मुझे ऐसा ऐसा पता चला. That other friend might go to their other friend, ये तुझे पता है ऐसा ऐसा हो, बट किसी को बता मत. This may happen with friends, but this cannot happen with a psychologist because this is a ethical thing. Yeah? Again, the fear of judgment that you all have, psychologists won't judge you. इतना छोटा सा problem था, नहीं कर पाया. We won't say that ever. Any psychologist you go to would ask you what it is that bothering you. May it be a simple failure in exam. मुझे अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं मिले. Okay, what is it that bothering you? क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है? मार्क्स कम मिले तो क्या होगा? We'll discuss all these things. Yeah? Then there are these 2 types of therapies, group therapy and allied therapies. सो मोस्टली यू मस्ट हैव सीन कि 1-on-1 ट्रीटमेंट्स होते हैं लोगों के, सिर्फ क्लाइंट और साइकोलॉजिस्ट साइकियाट्रिस्ट होते हैं. बट ग्रुप थेरेपी में सिमिलर इश्यूज होने वाले 4, 5, 6 और नंबर ऑफ पेशेंट्स एक साथ बैठते हैं और उनको एक साथ काउंसलिंग किया जाता है. एंड इन अलाइड थेरेपीज हमेशा टॉक थेरेपी से सबको फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, और मे बी पर्सन जो भी उनको प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है ठीक तरह से बता भी नहीं पाता. सो इन दैट केस ड्रामा थेरेपी, आर्ट थेरेपी, म्यूजिक थेरेपी, dance therapy, all these things are used. So these all are allied therapies. Then support groups, many of them who are suffering always feel alone. Why me? So to alleviate that frustration, to get rid of that issue, there are support groups. कि जहाँ पे similar mental health issues वाले लोग एक साथ आते हैं, they discuss their problems, they guide each other. Sorry, do you have any question? So that is how support group is done. And the last option is psychiatric hospitalization. When your medicines don't work, when your therapy doesn't work, and still your problem is worsening, that's the right time you go to hospital. So what do we do now to keep ourselves safe from all these things? What do you see here? A human and a dog, right? What do you think that dog must be thinking, because we see 2 clouds there, right? Dog क्या सोच रहा होगा? हाँ? Okay, going on without any direction. What do you see in the picture? 4 trees and 1 sun. Dog के thoughts में exactly वही चीज़ है. बट वॉट डू यू थिंक वो ह्यूमन बींग क्या सोच रहा होगा? सी सो हियर आई वुड लाइक टू टॉक अबाउट माइंडफुलनेस. सो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, इज आर माइंडफुल और वी आर माइंडफुल? वॉट इज इट? माइंडफुल. How many of you know the meaning of mindfulness? So basically mindfulness means being present in the present moment, being here. How many of you are here now? Your thoughts are not wandering. You're properly focusing on this, whatever I'm saying. Very few. Yeah? Many of you might be thinking it is similar as meditation, right? कि आज पे फोकस करना है, अभी पे फोकस करना है, खुद पे फोकस करना है. But it is a little bit different from meditation. For meditation, we may need a space जहाँ पे कुछ आवाज़ नहीं है, थोड़ा शांत environment है, right? बैठने के लिए comfortable जगह है. फिर बैठ के आंखें बंद करके आई ट्राई फोकसिंग ऑन माई ब्रीदिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. ये हो गया मेडिटेशन. बट माइंडफुलनेस आप अभी भी कर सकते हो, इवन राइट नाउ, वाइल ईटिंग, वाइल बेदिंग, वाइल गेटिंग रेडी, वाइल राइटिंग, वाइल लिसनिंग. सो हाउ? सो दीज आर आवर 5 senses, right? So if you're brushing your teeth, can you be mindful? How? You can see the color of your paste. How many of you remember the color of your paste? Okay. Yeah. Yes? So you may focus on how you're moving that brush inside your mouth, how it is tasting in your mouth. As a kid, I never liked the taste of my toothpaste. Yeah? So whenever it was time for brushing, as a kid, I used to cry always. But मैं जब बड़ी हो गई and I changed my toothpaste, things started settling down. कि ठीक है यार, ब्रश तो करना ही पड़ेगा. Yeah? But why mindfulness? Mindfulness helps us to focus our attention on what is happening here and now. Why it is needed? Someone mentioned about overthinking कुछ time पहले. What is overthinking? Train of thoughts, जिसमें हम लोग lost हो जाते हैं. या सो वो चेन ब्रेक करने के लिए माइंडफुलनेस में हेल्प. यू मे थिंक कि माइंडफुलनेस में हम थोड़ा स्लो नहीं हो जाएंगे क्या, है ना? अगर मैं इतना ध्यान दे के ब्रश कर रही हूँ, टाइम नहीं लगेगा उसके लिए? लगेगा? बट लेट मी टेल यू, slowing down is okay than crashing down, right? So you may choose your moment, आपको कहाँ पे mindfulness practice करनी है, but it is very important to practice. I'm not saying do everything mindfully आज से, अभी इस moment से, because practice होने के लिए भी time लगता है, right? So don't worry, you can choose your moment, start करने के लिए, and then see how it goes, how it helps. Even while having your lunch now, you can try doing it. So tips to incorporate mindfulness in daily routine. So I'm leaving this slide on for 30 seconds for all of you to read, because I've already covered all the data. Yeah, there are two things that I have mentioned here, that is autopilot mode and single tasker. What do you think about autopilot mode? There are times जब हम बिना कुछ सोचे समझे हमारा काम करते रहते हैं, या और ये ऑटोपायलट मोड कब आता है? जब हम लोग ज़्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होते हैं, एंड दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हेन this boredom, this anxiety kicks in. Yeah? So वो autopilot mode break करने के लिए mindfulness is helpful. And being single tasker, basically focus your attention on the task that you have at hand right now. वरना हम लोग हमेशा अगले लेक्चर के बारे में सोचते रहते हैं. When we are writing exams, we think about marks. Why don't we focus on writing the answer? Yeah? So be a single tasker. Prioritize आपको कहाँ पे ध्यान देना है. Now coming back to self care. What is self care? खुद का देखभाल करना. So eat well, take care of your sleep routine, exercise daily, and socialize. So here socialization is a very different thing in self care, right? Usually आप सब लोगों ने eat, sleep, exercise देखा होगा. How does socialization help for self-care? Does it? मैं 8 घंटे पढ़ाई कर रही हूँ, मैं 10 मिनट एक बाहर बस चक्कर लगा के आई. I just went to my friend's room, said hi, just catch up for 10 minutes and came back. How would that make you feel? Exactly. So that is also part of self-care. ठीक है? Then here there's a very different point, life script. यहाँ पे ये point क्यों है? You'll understand in a while. So for this thing, मैं एक story बताऊंगी आपको, ठीक है? Actually 2 stories है, दोनों भी stories ध्यान से सुनना और मुझे difference बताना, ठीक है? So the first story is about a person who has recently joined a job, recently joined a workforce. The person says, मैंने मेरे लाइफ में बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स देखे हैं. मैं जब छोटा था, मेरे पेरेंट्स कार एक्सीडेंट में गुजर गए. मैं मेरे मामा के पास रहता था. मेरे पेरेंट्स की बहुत याद आती थी, बट आई कुड नॉट डू एनीथिंग बिकॉज मामा तो मामा ही है. मामा कैन नॉट बी योर पेरेंट्स. अपने माँ बाप जैसे तो नहीं हो पाएंगे. फिर जैसे तैसे मैंने इसी स्ट्रेस में 10th कंप्लीट कर लिया. 10th के बाद मैंने सोचा कि मैं बाहर रहूँगा और अपना एजुकेशन खुद पूरा करूँगा. मामा से बात करके मैंने एक हॉस्टल में एडमिशन ले लिया. मुझे पता चला कि मेरा एक दोस्त भी ऐसे कुछ कोर्सेज ढूंढ रहा है, तो उससे इन्फॉर्मेशन लेके मैंने कोर्स ज्वाइन कर लिया. बट जब मैंने कोर्स ज्वाइन कर लिया और वहाँ पे मैं गया, आई गॉट टू नो कि जिस दोस्त के भरोसे में यहाँ पे आया था, दैट पर्सन डिडंट टर्न अप. आया ही नहीं वो. बहुत लोनलीनेस में जैसे तैसे मैंने 12th कंप्लीट किया. फर्स्ट स्टोरी सुन ली. नाउ सेकंड स्टोरी. मैंने लाइफ में बहुत सारी ऐसी डिफ़िकल्ट सिचुएशंस देखी है जिन्होंने मुझे बहुत कुछ सिखाया है। जब मैं बहुत छोटा था मेरे पेरेंट्स गुजर गए। जब मेरे पेरेंट्स गुजर गए, मेरे सपोर्ट के लिए मेरे मामा जी थे। मुझे बहुत याद आई मेरे पेरेंट्स की, बट मैंने अपने आप को मजबूत रखा और मामा की मदद से 10th तक मेरा एजुकेशन कंप्लीट किया। उसके बाद मैंने चाहा कि मैं बाहर रह के अपना एजुकेशन कंप्लीट करूं। एक दोस्त से मैंने पूरा इन्फॉर्मेशन ले लिया। हम दोनों ने मिलके एक कॉलेज के लिए एडमिशन लिया, बट वो दोस्त आखिर में आया ही नहीं। तब मैं फिर भी हारा नहीं, मुझे लोनली लगा डेफिनेटली, बट मैंने नए लोगों से थोड़ा बात किया। उनके सपोर्ट से मैंने अपना 12th कंप्लीट किया। उसके बाद हॉस्टल छूट गया। मेरे एक प्रोफेसर ने मुझे सपोर्ट किया। सर के साथ वो जो 6 महीने थे, मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखा। मुझे हमेशा से ही बहुत हेल्पफुल लोग मिलते रहे हैं। सर के गुजर जाने के बाद जब भी मैं वापस बेघर हुआ तो मुझे एक लाइब्रेरी में नौकरी मिल गई। वहीं पे मैं बहुत सारी किताबें पढ़ता था, रहता था और मेरा एजुकेशन कंप्लीट किया। और आज रेंट भर के हक से खुद के घर में रह रहा हूँ। व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस? मोटिवेशन, ओके। पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव perception. First person is on automated mode. Okay, so that's the right thing actually, because जब भी हम लोग challenging situations face करते हैं, we automatically slip into complaining mode. मेरे साथ ये हो रहा है, ये ठीक नहीं हो रहा है, हमेशा ऐसा ही होता है, ये होता है, वो होता है, and that adds up to our mental health concerns, right? So how can we change our self-talk? The first thing that you have to ask yourself, ऐसे ही सिमिलर चैलेंजेस जब मेरे लाइफ में आए थे बचपन में या फिर पिछले जो भी ईयर्स थे, तब मैंने क्या क्या किया था, कौन कौन से स्ट्रेंथ्स यूज़ किए थे, राइट? ऑफ कोर्स आज आप यहाँ तक आए हो, कोई ना कोई चैलेंजेस फेस करके आए हो, है ना? किसी का भी लाइफ केक वॉक नहीं है। तो वो क्या स्ट्रेंथ्स? आस्क योरसेल्फ। देन व्हाट आर माई अचीवमेंट्स? मैंने पहले क्या किया था, कहाँ पे थी मैं, एंड अगर अभी चैलेंजेस भी फेस कर रही हूँ तो मैं कहाँ पे एंड अप करूँगी। या मेरी फेलियर्स, व्हेन आई स्पीक अबाउट फेलियर्स, मैंने उसमें से क्या सीखा? बेसिकली रिवाइज लाइफ में पीछे क्या क्या हुआ है, बट कौन सी स्क्रिप्ट में? इन द सेकेंड स्क्रिप्ट। बिकॉज जितना कंप्लेन करोगे उतना डिस्ट्रेस बढ़ता जाएगा कि मेरे साथ ही हमेशा बुरी चीज़ें होती है, एंड दैट इज़ द लास्ट स्ट्रॉ। खत्म, उसके बाद देयर इज़ नो वे आउट। बट इफ़ यू हेल्प योर सेल्फ टू गेट आउट ऑफ दैट सिचुएशन, और मे बी इफ योर फ्रेंड इज वेंटिंग आउट टू यू एंड you help your friend to get out of that situation, this may help. Have you all read the slide? Should I move on? So this is basically a summary कि हमें क्या क्या करना चाहिए हमारी मेंटल हेल्थ को ठीक रखने के लिए. So first is build a support network. Having friends is a necessary thing because they are the ones whom you can vent out to in absence of your family or your professors. ठीक है? So ऐसे support systems सिर्फ कॉलेज में नहीं, वर्क प्लेस पे भी होते हैं. जो लोग इंस्टाग्राम यूज़ करते हैं सबको कोवर्कर्स के बारे में रील्स दिखते हैं. अपना फेवरेट कोवर्कर जब एब्सेंट होता है, दैट इज़ योर सपोर्ट सिस्टम. ठीक है? सो ऐसे सपोर्ट नेटवर्क्स हमें बिल्ड करने हैं. आफ्टर दैट माइंडफुलनेस एंड रिलैक्सेशन स्ट्रैटेजीज हमें पता होनी चाहिए. मेड बी अ डीप ब्रीदिंग. माइंडफुलनेस के बारे में मैंने ऑलरेडी आपको बता दिया है. एस्टैब्लिश अ रूटीन. सो जब हम बात कर रहे थे कि हमारा बिहेवियर डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, तो सबसे पहली चीज़ है हमारा रूटीन डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. टाइम पे नहीं सो पाते, टाइम पे सोए तो टाइम पे उठ नहीं पाते. या सो हैविंग अ रूटीन इन प्लेस मे हेल्प. रूटीन ना होने पे एग्जैक्टली क्या होता है ये हमने सब ने लॉकडाउन में एक्सपीरियंस किया है इन लास्ट 1 year और 6 months. क्या हुआ था? ऑल ऑफ अस वर लेथार्जिक, है ना, फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, इरिटेटेड. ऑलमोस्ट रोज पेरेंट्स के साथ झगड़े हो रहे हैं, हो रहा था. बहुत काम पड़ रहा है ना. क्लीनिंग, कुकिंग, मोनोटोनस हो गई चीज़ें. सो ऑलवेज हैव अ रूटीन. You may choose to change it कि आज मैं इस चीज़ से बगैर ये चीज़ पहले करूँगा, बट हैव अ रूटीन इन प्लेस. संडे वीक में एक ही बार अच्छा लगता है. एंड व्हेन आई स्पीक अबाउट यू प्रोफेशनल्स, 5 days वीक होता है आपका, राइट? 6 days? ओहो, ओके, फाइन. बट संडे सैटरडे वॉट एवर इट इज, ब्रेक वीक में 1 या 2 बार ही ठीक लगता है. पूरा वीक अगर ब्रेक हो गया तो फिर प्रोडक्टिविटी विल बी एट स्टेक. ठीक है? देन टाइम मैनेजमेंट, फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग भी ज़रूरी है. व्हेन यू से अबाउट योर सैलरी इश्यूज, और वेन एवर यू आर हियर इन हॉस्टल, आपको फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करनी पड़ती है ना. घर से आए हुए रिसोर्सेज मैं कैसे यूज़ करूँगी. सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो की कि अपने मेंटल हेल्थ कंसर्न थोड़े कम रखेगा, बिकॉज विल ऑलवेज हैव अ प्लान इन प्लेस. एक्सरसाइज, स्क्रीन टाइम लिमिट करना है, टाइम मैनेजमेंट करना है. वॉट एवर हैपन्स, नेवर गो टू अल्कोहल, सिगरेट्स. Never do that, because that is kind of a solution that increases your problems more. Because if you get into that habit, smoke break के बिना रह नहीं पाओगे, and that will again affect your productivity. And health wise, so you all know what happens, right? So never ever turn to any substance use, and if needed, please seek professional help. It is very normal. And no one will judge you for that. You're not a weak person for seeking help from a psychologist. Okay? हम psychologist सिर्फ patients पे काम नहीं करते. We also help youth to navigate through their lives. आपने बहुत सारे लोगों ने स्पोर्ट्स साइकोलॉजिस्ट सुना होगा. एथलीट्स को जब डिप्रेशन आता है तभी नहीं आते. वो स्ट्रेस कैसे हैंडल करे, कोई भी मैच कैसे हैंडल करे, प्रेशर कैसे हैंडल करे, ये चीज़ें सीखने के लिए लोग आते हैं. डिप्रेशन आने के बाद नहीं, डिप्रेशन ना आए इसलिए लोग आते हैं, राइट? सो इट इज़ अ वेरी ओके थिंग टू सीक हेल्प फ्रॉम अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट. उसमें कोई भी शर्म आने की चीज़ नहीं है. दिस इज़ आवर हेल्पलाइन नंबर. इफ़ यू आर नॉट एबल टू रीच आउट टू एनी साइकोलॉजिस्ट फिजिकली, दिस इज़ अ हेल्पलाइन नंबर वेर यू कैन रीच आउट टू अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट. And that's a free thing. So because this is here, क्योंकि it's okay not to be okay, but it is not okay to seek help. Yeah? It is not okay to not to seek help. Clear? Any doubts, anything you want to ask? Thank you so much.
For your next visit to our campus. Thank you and Jai Hind.